Hello everyone, happy Friday. Let's dive right into the charts. So the Bitcoin long is going well. I have partially TP'd at 26,800 and went ahead and moved my stop loss to break even. It still may show us some pullbacks, but generally I'm expecting some consolidation and then continuation at this point, unless the order block gets violated. Then we are back at the teal or red arrow scenarios, but for now the yellow arrow looks like the most likely. Stock markets are pushing up towards the upper trend line here. Let's clean this chart a little bit because it's still moving within the consolidation range. The levels we really have to pay attention to most is this swing high at 4,541, give or take, and the immediate swing low is at around 4,430. On Nasdaq, it's also pushing against the upper trend line, and we can keep an eye on the swing high at 15,618, give or take, and then the swing low here at around 15,138, give or take. The Dow Jones also pushing through the trend line, actually. Good sign, but let's see. Today I expect probably a light push up in the morning, New York session, and then the typical TGIF ICT setup, 20 to 30% of the weekly range retrace. So I'll be eyeing those for a setup, but let's focus on crypto. So ETH also pushing back up after dipping into the interest area here, into the order block, pushing back above the level we had an eye on. Let me add the text to it. So now I'm watching if $1,626 will hold. Probably the weekend will give us some chop or just quiet sideways, but either way I'm waiting for 2 or 3 in week, so weekday candles for confirmation, and then I will maybe get interested in ETH as well. Can get rid of this. And Ape has been a while since I took a look at it. Didn't give anything to work with since. It's almost back at its listing price of $1 here. So I do assume that there will be some sort of reaction at $1. If there is no reaction, unless the project is dead, it may be just a scare move, something like this, and then move back upwards, but it looks ready for at least a small relief rally. But I'm eyeing the $1 level for now, and I want to see some sort of reaction. If I miss a random pump, I don't mind, but let me set myself an alert here, and I will cover this again in next week's market update. BNB hasn't shown any strength, still struggling to get back above 220, still expecting 182 to be revisited. Nothing changed here, and there is some additional Binance FUD circulating on crypto Twitter. I do not pay too much attention to it. There has been Binance FUD since Binance has become the world's largest crypto exchange, so nothing new there. But we should not ignore the stories, just keep them in the back of our minds, but trade the charts, not the news. Link, I like the strength that's showing, so a nice consolidation probably will head towards $6.30, and then we will see how it reacts there. If it could hold the 70.5% retracement level over the weekend, then hopefully next week we can see a push up higher towards $6.70. Matic. So Matic, I haven't looked at this one for a while too. It's not as strong as some of the other altcoins. This may be a small bear flag here, so I'm still monitoring. Let me add the number. So we have to keep an eye at the 53 cents level. If we can get a candle close above it and then flip it, but really I would like to see this swing high also to be flipped before I get any interest in longs. Let me add a bar close alert to this one. Otherwise, I'm still looking for 45 cents on Matic, unless the 53 cents and the 57 cents levels can be flipped back to support. In that case, I would assume that the way towards 70 cents is open, but there is still some work to do. Solana is at a key resistance level here, and the key in terms of if it rejects here, I would almost certainly expect this order block between $15.60 and $16.60 to be tested. The real hurdle is $20. So if it can push through or above $19.30, retest, then push above $20, that would be very optimistic for me. But until that happens, my base case scenario is still a rejection here, another leg down here, and then some consolidation. Down here I'm actually a little interested in longing Solana, but I'm also keeping an open mind for the range of $14, or the $14 to $16.60 range basically. I would like to see how price reacts around here, and then especially if Bitcoin starts running, I may start accumulating some of the altcoins. XRP, a similar structure to Matic, I think, could be both a bear flag and another drop towards 45 cents, maybe 42 cents, or we are reclaiming the 49 cents level. I will be monitoring this over the next 2 to 3 weekdays. So until the Wednesday market update, we should get some clarity on this. There is a clear hurdle at around 50 to 51 cents, so would be cool if we can clear that. But generally speaking, the SEC case has a lot of impact on XRP. If BTC starts running and all the altcoins start catching up, I wouldn't be surprised that we get or that the SEC case decision coincides with an XRP run. But for now, there is nothing that would point to an imminent breakout and pump. So for now, 51 cents and 45 cents are the levels I watch. That's it for this week, and see you again on Wednesday.